All right, hey guys, this is Bill Mossart. Talk about a cold open. No theme songs, no nothing. Nah, we're just doing some impromptu work tonight, is what we're up to tonight. Which is good. It's actually kind of nice to be able to jump on stream sometimes in the middle of a project, because it kind of keeps me motivated to continue working on the project. Let me see who's already messaging me the second I go live. All right, just letting my daughter know that, hey, I'll be drawing for a few minutes. I will come visit you in just a little bit. And we'll do a little bit of work on ZEN Bounty Wars tonight. Alrighty. Yeah, there's a new breakout character, as it were, in the ZEN Bounty Wars book. And it's a character that is actually returning to the book that Zen has run into before. And his name is Black Hole Bob. I love his name. Black Hole Bob. Gotta make this guy a little crazy, a little something something. That's good. Just a little quiet time tonight. Saturdays at 10 o'clock, we always try our best to do a cool and fun jam session together. Little auction thing. A lot of catching up to do in that department, but it's going to be fun and catching up. So looking forward to it. Now that we got the Kickstarters up and running, I have been working on the commissions and getting closer to actually showing people new stuff, which I have been looking forward to doing. Things do tend to slow down when we start a new book deadline, but it's all good. We'll get caught up. Now let's see who's in the room with us tonight. Hey, Christopher Bouchard, what's up, my friend? Christopher says, Bill, what's up? Yeah, unscheduled appearance tonight. We're still going to have, we're actually doing a live stream tomorrow night on Red Valkyrie channel. I think it's going to be at 7 p.m. We'll be doing a promo for the Zen book, and we're doing a drawing for some free interior pages for the backers of the Near X Kickstarter that we just wrapped up about 2 weeks ago. But we still plan on having our normal stream tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, our normal jam session. So everything should be good. Glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Mighty Geek, what's up, dude? So I remember Tex Hex being thinner. Yeah, you know, when I saw this character the first time, I was just like, he's. I think he was presented back in the day. I forgot what issue it was, but he was in another Zen issue and presented as a kind of a parody of Lobo. So the way he looks to me right now is kind of like a mix between like a Lobo kind of guy and like the Undertaker. That's what he kind of reminds me of. But he's got like the trench coat and stuff, right? But I ripped off. I wanted to draw like his arm is all crazy and stuff, so it's like I ripped off the sleeves from his trench coat from the way he appeared originally. Sai, what's up, my friend? Sai says, Bill, answer your DM someday. Hey, man. You were taking a nap earlier today. Granted, deservedly so, because you were doing some driving and all that good stuff. Here, I'll go. I don't have notifications on for my X. That's my problem. Oh yeah. By the way, Sai, hopefully you're still there. Shay did reach out to me, and who is going to be on the stream? I can tell you right now. Saying because you're gay, so you turned off notifications. Okay, I will read. I'm going to answer you right in the chat. We'll do it live. So there's two parts to the thing tomorrow. Actually, Shay mentioned to me that 7 o'clock might be better. But if 8 o'clock is good, that's totally cool. So it's like either way. So 7 or 8 o'clock, whichever is good for you guys, because I know that got some other things going on with your live streaming tomorrow. So 7 or 8 o'clock is cool. I think 7 o'clock is actually better. So if you want to make it 7 o'clock, that would be dope. That would actually help Tom too, because I think he's got some things that he's got to get to right after the show. So he may. So the show, we're planning on having it in kind of like there's two activities for the show. One is Tom is going to pick 4 random winners for some artwork, and then he's probably going to take off. So that's Tom from Committed Comics, and then I'm going to bring Kat with me, and also Steve Stern, who is the writer and the co-creator of the ZEN book. So I'll be bringing 2 people with me. I think Kat might be on her own screen. So it's like, so I'll be bringing 2 people with me, and we'll basically talk about the ZEN Kickstarter for the remainder of the time that we have left. She told me 8. 8 is still cool. If 8 o'clock is better for you guys, then that's totally cool. 7 o'clock is totally cool also. So whichever you guys decide is totally cool. Yes, we'll be kicking Tom out after the near stuff is done. And by the way, you have either 2 or 3 drawings that need to be done. 7 confirmed. Ooh. Okay. You have to jostle my memory now. I've been so frazzled this whole week trying to get these other things done that I'm sort of like, my brain is not up to speed with where I'm supposed to be. Pops, what's up, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us. I see you also said, like, at 8 p.m. tomorrow. You just confirmed it with Shay 4 hours ago. Yes, because she was saying either 7 or 8 is exactly how she phrased it. So whichever is actually cool. So if it's 8 o'clock, that's totally cool. If it's 7 o'clock, that is also totally cool. You guys are always like super cool with me and super patient with me. So I know that I'm sort of like rambling aimlessly. What else is new? Mighty Geek says, the hat made me think of Tex Hex. Yes, totally. And the gun that he carries a gun that looks like it looks like a revolver too. So it kind of sticks with that theme, I think. Let's see. Cyborg says a drawing for pages. Yes, correct. I think it's for 4 pages. It might be 5, but I was pretty sure that it was 4 original pages from the book. And Sai is also saying that there's 2 PDFs that are being raffled. Okay, cool. For 50 digital backers. Okay, that's all on Tom's. That's all for Tom. And potentially the San Diego Comic-Con holo foil for 150 physical backers. Ooh. Okay, those are all the things that are in Tom's brain. That's why I don't really know off the top of my head. But I can message Tom right now and just let him know that it's 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock, so that way he could plan accordingly. So I could do that real quick, and then we can continue sketching. That would be cool. In fact, I will message him right now to give him as much time as possible. The show is at 8 p.m. And I'll let him know that I just confirmed that with you, so that we're all good. Coolio. I'm sure he'll get back to me. Okay. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. 7 is good. 7 is good. He'll like 7 better. I'll tell him, never mind. It's 7. Okay, for 7, for reals, and I will type the word 7 in all caps with a thumbs up. It's okay. Okay, excellent. All set up for 7. 7 o'clock it is. I just messaged him, and I'm sure that he'll get the message here in a minute. But he was planning on 7 anyway, because I told him that it looked like it was probably going to be 7. Then read my big one explaining the raffles. It's my math, not Tom's, so he can confirm. Yeah, he'll need to confirm that good stuff, because I'm not sure about like the PDF and the prints and the other one. I'll tell him to look at the live stream. It's like, look, this is what it is. This is what the thing is. Yeah, I stay away from the raffles because I will absolutely screw up a raffle. My brain is not built for math. But I do have 4 pieces of original art that's meant for the giveaway. And if anybody's asking themselves right now, what are they talking about? Tomorrow on the Red Valkyrie channel, we're having a giveaway for backers of the Nira X Dark Seas #3 campaign that we just wrapped up 2 weeks ago. And those backers are eligible to be part of a drawing, a raffle, a contest to win stuff. So those are the numbers that we're drawing tomorrow. So I've got the artwork for it, and then I'll let Tom think about the Tom and you. Is like, as far as logistics, I trust the two of you. Okay, you said yet I DM'd you too with that raffle math. Okay, cool. I can copy paste that over to Tom, unless of course you've got Tom's, unless you're connected to Tom already. So, but I will definitely copy paste it back to him so that he sees it and he knows what's up. Excellent. Okay, cool. We'll make sure we got that all good. Niobe's in the house. Says, "Hail, sir." What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? Thanks for popping in for a quick hello, man. I hope you hang out with us for a few minutes here. I'm just working on nothing too crazy tonight. I'm just working on interior pages for the Zen book that we have currently on Kickstarter. So I'm just working on some interior pages, some some of the interior pages, because I was getting asked just in messages and stuff whether or not they were going to be available on the campaign. And I'm slowly adding some interior pages to the add-on store on the campaign page. So I added 2 pieces up there, and thank you very much for buying those right away. And I added 2 more into the add-on page. I think it's the original art for the sticker set so it's one piece of art that features Zen in an action pose, and the other is a character piece with Nira with her Bounty Wars costume. So I do have a little bit more original art on the campaign right now, and then next week I'll be adding some more actual interior story pages. Sai says, "Yep, go ahead and do it. I'm not I'm not on the old man Facebook, so I can't talk to Tom. We got to get you guys connected, but." Yeah, it's easy peasy. I could totally. I will copy paste him so that he has that information. Thanks so much, Sai. You and Shay are good. We're gonna have fun tomorrow. It'd be good. It's been a little bit too long since we're able to hang out and joke around, so it'll be fun. We're looking forward to it. Cat's looking forward to it too. Night Phoenix Press, what's up? Glad you're hanging out with us. Awesome. Let's see. What size are you drawing at? I'm drawing it at 11 by 17. Let me see if I can pull the. I can't really pull the camera back. I can pull the camera up a little bit. So I'm drawing 11 by 17. Just typical comic book original art size. Sometimes I draw a little bit bigger for different things, but typically 11 by 17 across the board. Unless I'm doing commissions or like single character pieces. I like to do those like 7 by 10 because I like to sell 7 by 10s because I can bag and board them like comics. It's a really, really fun size, especially for being able to you could flip through a short box at a show and sell originals that way. I really like it. But this piece is 11 by 17. It's one of the interior pages for the book that we currently have on Kickstarter right now. It's ZEN Bounty Wars #2. Cyborg says, okay, back to your drawing, sir. I'm a dip. All right. I'm glad you hung out for a few minutes, and I'm glad we got the little details and stuff. So, and Cyborg says, hit the like, please, folks. Poor favor. Please give us a like. And if you can, check out the campaign. If you haven't supported the campaign or you want to check it out, there's a little bit of everything. There's everything from a $5 PDF of the book to actual physical copies. We've got some variant covers. One variant cover by Andrew Mangum, one cover by Cat Mouse. We've got some original art. We've got a sticker set. We've got a mini print set. Try to make it nice and fun, but also simple. Very, very cool. I'm glad. I'm always happy when people in the chat know each other. That's awesome. I think we're building like a really cool group over here. I enjoy that. Mighty Geek says somebody needs to get the rights to publish Brave Star in comics. That would be kind of cool, right? That did not occur to my brain. I do have. I'll pat myself on the back a little bit though. Back when we were publishing Entity Comics back in the 90s, we got the rights to publish Stargate comics. We were actually the first comic book company to ever license Stargate to make comics. So I get to have bragging rights because I worked on a couple of those issues. But that's really thanks to Don Chin, our publisher at the time. That was all his doing. Nice, thank you, dude. Vidalte, what's up, my friend? And a good night to you, my friend. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Yeah, I'm doing the interior pages for this. A lot of times, because I'm usually drawing with the intention of, not for interior comic book pages, but a lot of times for like commissions and stuff, I'm drawing with the intention of coloring the original art with Copic markers. So it doesn't allow me to put in blue line. Well, I mean, I could, but it'd be kind of messy, you know. I don't like the Copic on top of the blue line, at least for the way that I kind of do it. So I'm happy that for these interior pages, I'm actually able to just draw everything in blue line first, which I really like to do, and then go right in with the inks. But it also allows me to do a couple other little things because I can just get rid of the blue line. I don't have to erase it. And I get to do things like just adding in some gray shading and some little bit of tone here and there, you know? And it actually comes out pretty okay. It actually comes out good. So like little things like adding just a straight up gray in spots, you know? Finally learned how to properly remove blue line from the original art without disrupting all of the ink and shading. So that's actually that made a lot of things. That made a lot of techniques possible that I couldn't do before, without them seeming to be a little dirty or a little like you lose a lot of the gradients, you know. And I like to add a bit of gray or a little bit of shading to the artwork, not just have it straight black and white. My style in particular, the way that I ink it, it looks a little bit more finished. It looks a little bit more complete when I'm allowed to add some gray shading or a little bit of mixed media on top of the inks, you know, just to add a little bit more something to it. More ingredients to the pot, as it were. Put this down for a second. Let's see. Christopher Bouchard says, artwork looks fantastic. Thanks, dude. And can't wait for the stream tomorrow and hope to see some commissioned artwork. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have... Tomorrow is almost pre-planned, because we're gonna have a bit of your Savage Rogue, and we're also gonna have something that we've been talking about for a couple of weeks now. Everybody wanted to have Giganta somewhere in the background or in the foreground or this or that. So it's like tomorrow I'm just like, okay, cool. We've been putting Giganta aside long enough. So I think tomorrow we're gonna have maybe a 2-page spread. We're gonna have a 2-page spread Giganta piece, and we're also going to work on Christopher's Savage Rogue, which is going to be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. Night Phoenix says, are we ever going to see Stigmata or Fem 5 again? You know, those are good questions. Those are really, really good questions. Unfortunately, I do own the imprint, the Entity Comics imprint, and I use it for publishing my own things, and I use it as a studio brand, essentially. We're not really publishing other people's work or you know, publishing like a studio, you know, of different artists, like a collection of artists like we used to. That was Don Chin's purview, and his specialty was to rally us all together. And we were juggling like quite a few different books and art teams, and you know, the 90s were amazing when it came to that stuff. But that was, you know, Don was acting as a proper publisher. But as far as Stigmata goes or Fem 5, it's completely out of my control. Everything that we published, we were essentially like Image Comics Light when it came to how we treated creators and how we published books, because all of the books that we published from the different teams, those are all creator-owned books, you know, other than, you know, like licensed properties like Stargate. And of course, we're working on ZEN Intergalactic Ninja back then also. Um, so it's actually up to those creators whether or not we get to see those books come into the light again. I'm not the right person to juggle an entire publishing group. I can barely keep track of my own book. So yeah, Entity Comics is more of a studio brand now, as opposed to a full-fledged publishing entity, as it were. Oh, I said the word entity. But yeah, I mean, it would be amazing to see some of that stuff come back out again. I would love to see it. But unfortunately, it won't be because of anything I do. It's going to be up to those guys. I just don't have publishing takes as much or more time than drawing and actually creating the books. Publishing is a very time-consuming bit of business. Anybody who publishes or prints in the small press or keeps their book alive for any amount of time whatsoever, I definitely have a lot of respect for that. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to keep your book alive. Let's see, Christopher says, if you have Hulu, you need to watch the new Predator movie. It was awesome. I saw the preview for it, dude. I saw the preview, and it looks really, really good. And luckily, I do have the Hulus. So yeah, it's definitely on my list of things to watch. Hopefully this coming week. I definitely want to catch up and watch that because it looks good. The animation looks really cool. Kevin, what's up, dude? Kevin says, what am I missing? Oh, big muscular dudes. We want more Nira or Vampy. Yeah, tonight I'm just doing a little impromptu studio time. I happen to be working on this anyway because I have to work on it. And I figured, why not? Let's jump online for a couple of minutes, share some studio time with my friends out here in the interwebs. Tomorrow we're doing a lot more live streaming than we usually do. Tomorrow we're going to be on the Red Valkyrie channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing for anybody who is a backer on Nira X Dark Seas #3. We're giving away a bunch of stuff tomorrow. So at 7 o'clock on the Red Valkyrie channel, Tom, our publisher, and of course Sai and Shay, who are hosting us, will be giving away a whole bunch of artwork and prints, and there's a bunch of stuff that Tom has organized to do a giveaway. And then in the second part of the show, we're going to be promoting the ZEN book and hopefully getting some more people to back and be a part of our ZEN Bounty Wars #2 issue, guest starring Nira X. I'm not biased. I want people to support Nira X. I need it. So we'll be doing that. We'll probably only be doing it at 7 to 8 to 9, probably till 8:30 or 9 o'clock at the latest. So we're still going to have our 10 o'clock art jam session that we usually have, our regularly scheduled The Weekly Mouse. So we'll still have our 10 o'clock show as normal. Let's see, Night Phoenix says, I liked when Nira was palling around with Vortex. Yeah, I miss those days. I actually found one of those issues from Avatar Press. It's literally like a felt cover with gold ink on the cover. And it's a drawing of Matt Martin's Vortex on the cover. But yeah, man, those are cool days. And never say never. Never say that it'll never happen again. Because you never know. You never know. We're all still connected. All of us are still friends and still staying in touch with each other. So never say never. Let's see. Kevin says, let's see. You can fill in what we want more of. to begin with B at the same time. It gets lots of ooh in between. Beginneth. It beginneth with B. We do love the boobs. We do love the boobs. But that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually, I think we sort of have a pregame happening with tomorrow because I don't know if you remember, Kevin, but the gang every Saturday has brought up Giganta in one way or another. So I think tomorrow, I want to do like a 2-page spread piece, like a giant Giganta piece. And then I think the secondary piece for tomorrow, just as a warm up, I'll probably sign in a little bit early if I can. And we need to work on Christopher Bouchard's Savage Rogue. It's been a long time coming. So I think we'll work on that one tomorrow too. But I think tomorrow is going to be a Giganta day. It's going to be very, very fun. It's going to be good. Giganta boobs. The biggest boobs you ever did see. Let's see here. You know, there's something that I kept on thinking about with this, the way his jacket comes down. The front of his jacket should actually be doing this. See what happens? I think I was moving too fast and I forgot that the front of his jacket needs to be overlapping his chest over here a little bit. So this is Black Hole Bob. He's a crazy freaking bounty hunter dude who is in the Zen book. He's actually a recurring character. Here you go, Kevin. I got some boobs back here. I got some boobs. At least there's 10% boobs. So he's a recurring character, and we needed to bring him back because he's a little bit on the crazy side. Here's something I wasn't able to do before because of the blue line stuff. So now that I can actually add a little bit of softer. There we go. Like adding that extra little bit of shading, just it does the trick. It just makes it look more finished. And then Cat Mouse is actually going to be doing all the coloring on this issue, so it's going to look really, really good. Plus, I need this campaign to do really good. I already found another camera that I need to get so that we could do some cool videos for the channel. And I found the one that I want to get. So this is going to be very good, very, very necessary purchase. But it'll be cool to do some longer. I want to do some longer art videos and some longer like videos when we go to shows and stuff like that. That way we have some cool entertainment. I'm going to make some cooler videos. And yeah, this is just a black color pencil, by the way. Most of my color pencils that I use, when I do use color pencils, are just the cheap Walmart pencils, except for this one. If it's black or if it's white, then I have to use a higher quality pencil. So these are Prismacolor pencils, and they work a whole lot better when it comes to the black and the whites. I need them to be more opaque. I need them to be softer. They have to have more range. shading for his head. I was thinking about that earlier. I'd like to have this little roughness. Yeah, Black Hole Bob, he's in the middle of basically tearing apart this cantina full of people because he's kind of a badass. And he likes to maintain that he's a badass. Let's see, Kevin says, palling around. Is that what you call it? He was palling. His palling was so sinful. Let's see, Gigantic. We need to think of oversized things for Gigantic to play with. You know, I forgot what character we were going to have with Gigantic, because we were talking about that. I mean, it might have been Nira. It might have been another character. But we definitely want to have Gigantic be huge. And then whatever the secondary character is on the piece, we definitely wanted her to be like normal size. So that way you can see the difference. Yes, indeed. All right, let me see where we're at with this. I want to put a little bit more. A little bit of shading up in here. All right, it's looking all right. I like the idea of adding a couple of solid tones. Just a few. It's cool to be able to separate these little layers out. Cool. All right, let's see where we're at here. Well, you know, we got this chick back here. Let's see about inking this girl back here. This is Gigi back here. We called her Gigi because I put spots on her. I colored her like a giraffe. So we called her Giraffe Girl. And now she's Gigi forever. I think that was you, Kevin. You called her Giraffe Girl, didn't you? So now we're going to call her Gigi forever. Here we go. Let me bring this a little bit closer so that way we see what we're doing. Okay, let me grab my other pen here real quick. Let's see, Kevin says, you'll need that camera when you reveal my hyper ultra mega box of mouse. Yeah, your box is gonna, I think I'm gonna mail you ahead of time. I think I'm still gonna mail you because you have a canvas and you have an action figure. And that's usually something I can't really travel with. But the rest of your box, yeah, we're gonna bring you a treasure box, dude. It's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna take some real video. We're gonna make a big deal, dude. It's gonna be awesome. Especially knowing that I won't be at San Diego this year, so it's like your box is gonna continue to grow, like a chia pet. It's gonna continue to grow. Hey, some person, what's up, dude? I sensed a presence in the force. It went here. Yes, your senses have guided you right. Kevin says, not Gigi, not Gigi with the GGs. Yeah, I never really decided like how to spell it. It's like Gigi, like with Gigi. It's like, I don't want to mix her up with G. And plus the two G's, it's kind of funny. I like it. The two G's together. Some person says, so is he called Black Hole, Black Hole Bob, not Black Hole Bill, Black Hole Bob, because he sucks in light. Well, he certainly sucks. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm trying to make him badass and cool. Yeah, Black Hole Bob. Nothing can escape him, not even light. Let's see, some person says, all this talk of Kevin's box. I know, right? Kind of personal, right? It's like, bro, get a room. Nah, I'm just kidding, dude. You guys are awesome. Wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do this. And this is what I do so we can hang out. Okay, yes, I'm working on the alien boobs now. Make sure she has a shoulder. She'll be pissed off if she doesn't. I don't give her a shoulder. There we go. That way she's like, oh crap, what's going on? Let's see, do I want to have, I think I do. There we go. Little drop shadow back there for her. So that way that looks right. This a little bit. There we go. Some person says, hooray for peer pressure. Would alien boobs be known not as tentacles, but as titticles? I like your phrasing. Get your mind off my box. Space boobs could be gravitic sensors. Gravicentral. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. It's late. I can't talk. But I see where you're going with it. I like it. Let's see. Some person says, I think with all that you buy, it should be delivered in a wood box. Needs to look like a like space treasure. Like he's getting a vintage lightsaber. Let's see here. I want to tackle a little bit of this guy. This poor guy getting punched in the face. All right, punched in the face guy. Give you some attention. If anybody could use some dental help, it'll be this guy. There, I'm gonna come down a little bit so you can actually see what's going on here. No fun if you can't see it. Let me touch this up just a little bit. Where's my Post-it notes? All right. Breaking the panel just a little bit. Let me see here. Kevin says, I'm curious, if what is in motion stays in motion, what happens in space with jiggly boobs? They jiggle forever, my friends. They'll continue jiggling until somebody stops them from jiggling. Some person says, and a bonus item, a pencil that's been sharpened to 1/2 inch. We're getting close. We're getting close. This thing is. It's getting there. It's getting there. Wait till I get my. Wait till I get all the way down to the bottom. Let's see. Let's see. Think of it as a combination of two water balloons tied together, being flung around like nunchucks. They're friggin' like the Batman bolos, like the bolo whip thing. So does stuff erupt out of Bob's arm craters? You know, he does have like craters, right? And I kind of meant them to look like, I don't know, sort of like bullet holes. They're kind of craters. That's how many times he's been shot in the same spot. Bruce Lee would be in awe of those nunchucks. Yes. That made me laugh. I had to drink some water. As I die on camera, not even on camera, slightly off camera, even more insulting. There we go. Just want to get this little holding line here so we know where this guy is before we literally kill him. All right. Getting there. The old getting punched in the face trick. Let's see here. Let's grab this one. I think we're going to get a little shadow in here. We can see the jacked up teeth. Oh, we got some jacked up teeth. Brought to you by Crest. I do have a lot of fun drawing these alien characters. Some believe too much fun. He can use some veins in his eyes. This can also be a product placement for Visine. Cool. Actually, let's see. Yep, this pen. Let's see. Some person says, let's see, stuffed erupts out of Bob's armholes. Nira, I think you should get those holes looked at. Nah, they're me lucky holes. I put me tobacco in them. A random liquid squirts out again. Oh my god. I'm going to end up putting more weird holes on his arms. That's what he uses for weapons constantly. Just squirts out different types of stuff out of his shoulders. Let's see, Kevin says, Lord, that makes me think of some of those recent deodorant commercials. Okay, life isn't all about boobs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll fit in there somewhere too. Yes, yes, indeed. Agreed, my friend, agreed. All right, let me see. I think I want to take care of some of these little elements down here at the bottom. Let's see what we've got here. Platinum, what's up? Platinum says, any hot chicks involved or just Bob and Zen? Well, the issue guest stars Nira X, so at least we've got Nira, and actually she's in a lot more of the book in this issue, which is pretty awesome. And she does get to have some cool little awesome action poses and stuff. So yeah, she's got a little bit more to do in this issue for a lot more pages than the first issue. So there are some more chicks involved. We got Gigi, the giraffe girl that we've introduced by accident on the cover. Forgot to put in her spots. I'm actually glad you mentioned it because I got to put in some of her spots here. So we got Gigi down here in the corner. So I'll make sure that she's flying around or doing something in the background with some of these action pieces. It'll be kind of a Where's Waldo? Like, where's the hot chick? Where's Gigi? Kevin says your wallet is safe tonight, Platinum. Oh yeah. We're just having studio time tonight, my friends. Tomorrow is going to be all about Giganta. Let's see. Platinum says that's the only thing I have against Zen. Not enough Nira. That's right. Damn it. I have to fight for more Nira. It is my life's goal Is it? Can't we just make him a junior cyber angel? Right? Kevin says the book needs a gratuitous shower scene, just like those '80s movies. Dude, that's like every comic I ever wanted to draw before I actually started drawing comics. Like that was the goal. That was the actual goal. It's just like I'm gonna do a cool action freaking comic book with like cool sci-fi stuff or cool hero stuff, and every single issue, right in the middle, shower scene. They take showers. It was my favorite part of like other comic books. That's why I fell in love with Appleseed and with I want to say Ghost in the Shell also had it, but you know, Ghost in the Shell had its own gratuitous scenes. But yeah, that's what made it like fun for me. Half of the reason I draw comics is so I can draw the shower scene. Crying out loud, taking away my dreams. Gotta spend some time on these little background elements too. Gotta do it. This guy going on. This one droid back here, I swear he just looks like a coffee machine. He's just a coffee machine, dude. Sometimes my designs aren't that deep. But who doesn't love coffee? Let's see here. Some person says you'll need a strong paper to contain Gigantus curves. This is very true. It is very true. Platinum says, ask Steve if we can just hit Zen with a permanent gender ray. I'd buy it. Zenet. You know, there should be like a, I don't know. I got some female alien cool chick ideas, so I don't want to push that too far. He's got his Zen thing going on. It's good. It's good. Let's see. Kevin says, finish the black book, then you can create the shower scene to make everyone happy. Maybe we'll have to come up with the shower scene book. I like that we just have lots of good ideas. Jeffrey, what's up, dude? He says, hey, Bill, hope all is well. Everything's good, man. I hope you're doing good. I'm glad you're hanging out with us for a minute, man. That's cool. Glad you're here. This is like a very unscheduled stream today. We usually have our streams on Saturdays at around 10 o'clock and do our little jam session and stuff. I was just doing some studio work today, so I'm glad I'm randomly running into some cool people. That's good. That's good. Platinum says, does anyone remember the silly nickname that girl in the back has? Ah, that's right. we were talking about it earlier. I'm glad you remember, dude. I'll let Kevin come up. Genuine Comics. Hey, what's up, Dave? Says, hello, Bill. Greetings, chat. Greetings, my friend. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. Making the world feel like a smaller place. You're on the other side of the whole planet, dude. I'm glad you're here, man. Yeah, we had fun. We had a good time on Dave Brink's show, and doing some cool stuff. And we got lots of cool plans for the future. It's like we'll talk about that stuff when we get a little bit closer. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, some person says Giraffe Girl. That's right. Gigi, the Giraffe Girl. Kevin says, Babe Watch. It's the Zen verse. Very, very cool. Platinum says, that's right, person. That's right. Some person says, Dave Brink of Genuine Comics, creator of Perfect 10. Absolutely. Could Perfect 10 and Nira X actually have a story together? Film at 11. Don't worry, guys. Me and Dave are already talking about it. We're already talking about it, right, Dave? Jeffrey says, I see all the love your fans are giving you. Keep crushing it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, man. It's like, drawing is like, it's my excuse to like hang out. This is the thing that I do that gives us an excuse to hang out and have some jokes and be able to buy some books and talk about comics and movies and all that good stuff. So it's basically the catalyst, you know, keeps us all together. So it's all good, man. They make my life possible. Oh, thanks for sharing the link, some person. That's cool. Called Perfect 20X. Yeah, we're gonna have to think of something cool. I mean, it's like I'm thinking, something that we're starting to talk about it now. So maybe something that's can be ready for next year. Kevin says, I'm filming it. Platinum says, I love Bill like I would love a cocaine addiction. I get the shakes without my Nira. You're awesome, dude. And Nira X approved, by the way. Genuine says, Steve was very enthusiastic about that villain you're drawing. Yes, he loves Black Hole Bob. He is all about Black Hole Bob. So that's one of the reasons I'm drawing a couple of the interior pages that feature him first. I wanted everybody to kind of get a glimpse, because he's got a lot to do in this issue. So it'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, you're right. He's very excited about Black Hole Bob. I'm telling you, man, he's like Lobo and the Undertaker all wrapped up in one. If I give him a bike, I feel like it would complete him. Let's see here. Where's my notepad again? There we go. I don't want to accidentally squeeze out too much of this here. There we go. Got a couple little highlights there. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to continue this on his pantaloons, on his jeans. Yeah, remember, guys, if you'd like to help me out a little bit as far as online stuffs, if you drop a little like, remember to drop a like on the old YouTube channel for me. All that stuff helps me out a lot. I got a small channel, and without you guys helping me out a little bit, it won't grow like the chia pet that it is. There we go. I'm gonna come in here and dig in on this here real quick. Let's see. Platinum says, would getting a Delta tattooed on my face be a bridge too far? Or a Cyber Angel tramp stamp? Maybe a Cyber Angel tramp stamp. But if you got the Delta like tattooed on your arm or something like that, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I never recommend anybody tattoo anything on their face unless they're really, really sure it's what they want. But yeah, I was even thinking about getting a Delta tattooed on my arm. I kind of got started. I got the power symbol on my arm, so I got on my wrist right here. So I got the power symbol, but Kat's mom and Kat and myself, we got matching power symbols, kind of like our little motley crew of. And honestly, the power symbol is just it's representative of the fact that I raised Kat on freaking PlayStation, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of video games in my parenting skill set. And that's where that kind of came from. But yeah, I'm thinking somewhere around that. Like I want to do like more tats up and down my arm, maybe up in my shoulder and stuff. So I think there's going to be a Delta in there at some point soon. Let's see. Dave says, "Did you design Bob?" No, I did not. But I'm really kind of like switching him up a little bit. Like I ripped the sleeves off of his jacket so that way you could see his arms. I made his arms like way bigger. I wanted him to be kind of just crazy, a little bit monstrous. You know what I mean? But he appeared the first time in a Zen comic book. Actually, I think it was a Zen comic book that was even before we started publishing Zen back in the 90s. And it was an issue called like something lobotomy, because Black Hole Bob started as a kind of a parody of Lobo. So he was designed back then. So I took the original design and kind of like put my spin on it a little bit. But I'm not the original guy that designed him. Just kind of switched them up, and I'm having some fun with them. Some person says he could be in his own book. Yeah, I totally agree, dude. It's like I'm having a lot of fun drawing him. He's just kind of crazy and badass enough that I'm just like, we can actually do a lot of things with this guy. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you sharing the link. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, the Patreon page. That's our secret Patreon page, Club Corrupt. That's where we put all of our fancy art. We put our more exotic collection. Very cool. There's the link for the Kickstarter. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's super important. It's going to be running all month, and I really needed to do well. So it's like whatever support you guys give for it is super, super appreciated. The books and the Kickstarters actually make the whole rest of the operation legit and makes everything else work, smoothly, as it were. Because my day job is, drawing more books and drawing more commissions. And then when I'm not doing that, and then for actual money, I have to draw more commissions and draw more books. So thanks, guys, for letting me do that. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Some person says the Delta could be jewelry that sticks on the face. Yeah, that's true. Yep. That would actually work. Kevin says there is the guy I know that has the TSOTG Nira in a 90 tattooed on his arm. That's right. There are a couple of people that have some artwork on their arms, and there's one person I know from San Diego that has a big X-Men drawing tattooed on his back, which is just awesome. It's like, it was really cool. He showed up at the table and pulled up his shirt on his back just to show his back, and it was awesome. It was huge. It took up his whole back. It was so cool. Some person, a parody of a parody. Exactly, dude. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's like I'm breaking the seventh wall. Kevin says, Bill coming from an electrician. That is a standby symbol. Not really on, not really off. How fitting, don't you think? I know, right? But I press it, and when it turns on, I can go to work, and then when I go to sleep, I can press it again. It's like, and then it turns off. Night Phoenix says Bob has a Crocodile Dundee thing going. Yes, he does. He does, with that hat for sure. That's not a knife. Kevin says, be right back. Reminds me of The Undertaker. Yes, actually. It's like, that's what I kept on thinking. It's like he's like a mix of the Undertaker and Lobo, put together. Clem says, I would like to see a book about Nira as a comic book artist that earns a living drawing the mouse. That breaks the fourth wall in a crazy way. I like it. Kevin says, don't forget to promote your legitimate Patreon too. This is true. I do have now the Patreon, my Bill Mouse Art Patreon page listed under Bill Mouse Art. It's a little slow starting up right now, but it's going to start with regular updates. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing that for as soon as Christmas rolls in. So let the summer cool off, let some of these books cool off, and sometime I'll say by Christmas, because before Christmas I would like to do it sooner. But my Bill Mouse Art Patreon page will be seeing a lot more love here really, really soon, and hopefully an exclusive story for it. I've actually been working on something as a commission story for a few years, and it's a fun story, and we can actually share it like one page at a time, possibly like one page a month, maybe one page a week. So I just have to time it and get that thing ready. Thanks for making me think of that, Kevin. I do appreciate that, because all that is super important to me. Some person says he looks like he'd ride a swamp boat or a crocodile. He would definitely ride either or both at the same time. I totally see it. A space swamp boat, yes. The person says his spaceship made of loosely put together corrugated steel. Yeah, he's got to be all Mad Maxed out, right? It's like that's his MO. That's his style. Not be right back. BHB, for Black Hole Bob. I got it. Now I know. Some person says, I need the link for the other Patreon so I can drop it. Okay. Let me grab it real quick. See if I can I'll type it in here real quick. Let me see what I could find here. Let me see if this actually goes to it. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, let me copy paste this. I'll throw it into the chat, and then you will have it. I appreciate it, dude. And then also the name of my my webpage is it's in the transition of changing names. So my actual webpage is going to be a little bit different. This is the link for my Bill Moss Art Patreon page. And then this is the new permanent name of just my regular webpage, just so you have that. It's just changing from billmoss.com, which is still active for a little while longer until it expires, which I'm not even sure when that is, but it's going to expire in the next month or two. And then it's just going to be billmossart.com from now on. Thanks so much, some person. I really do appreciate that. And anybody else, of course, that that of course has a wrench and has the power to share links and stuff on everybody's chats. That's a huge help for sure. Unhinged, what's up, dude? We got a little something coming up here pretty soon. Let's see. This is a swell doodle. Thanks, dude. This is me working on interior pages on a Friday night. This is for ZEN Bounty Wars #2. So we got the Kickstarter that's running right now, which I know that you know about because we're going to be talking about it on Sunday, I believe. Sunday. Which, by the way, if you have the link, if you do have the link for that, drop it in. Drop it. Let me see. I guess you could drop it in my X, and I can copy paste it into the chat so that people know that we're going to be doing that. That would be cool. Thanks, dude. Very cool. Very cool. We got a good group, man. I like you guys, man. We're growing a good little group over here, is what I'm saying. Some person says, is it okay if I link other creators' campaigns that are in the chat? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. The high tide raises all ships, my friends. I think we all support each other, then I'm totally cool with that. Comics is supposed to be something where we're all like standing together, man. It's like it's not the Jerry Springer that kind of tends to take place sometimes. It's all good in the hood. Oops, here we go. Let's totally skip that one. Let's see. Platinum says, in theory, if the book didn't fund, you wouldn't draw the pages. Is that why you don't do them first? Part of it is that the deadlines and the schedules are so tight that I'm unable to draw the pages beforehand. Because if the book didn't fund for some reason, it's possible that First Comics, the ZEN book is published by First Comics. It's possible that First Comics would just simply pay me to draw the book, and then they would sell it in their stores or sell it, in their online stores or sell it at shows. For other campaigns, yeah, I might not be able to draw the pages at all if they don't fund, because that's the whole point of Kickstarter, is that you really do need the funding to finance the amount of time that it takes to actually do the work. There have been lots of times where I've been able to, because especially when I do Kickstarters just on my own, with my own book or my own, with this one, it's a company character, we're doing a crossover and stuff like this. When I do my own thing, maybe I'll just take it upon myself to just draw my own stuff, because I don't have I'm not paying somebody else, or they're not paying me, they don't have to pay me to draw it. So there's no overhead. But at the same time, there's bills to be paid and gas to be bought and food to eat. So, and I don't have another day job. I haven't had a day job in living memory. So if I can't monetize the time, then I won't be able to live. So yeah, a lot of times, yeah, like in this case, I might have to put off the book for a certain amount of time until they decide they'll just pay me to draw it and just have it, But there's a lot of times where, yeah, you're right, absolutely. It's like the pages might not get drawn at all. That was a very rambly answer, by the way, to meander my way back to a point. I hope it made sense. It's midnight. I'm tired. I've been drawing all day, so sometimes I don't talk straight. but I hope that helped. I hope that answered your question in some way. Let's see. Platinum also says things have changed so much, at least for the indie folks. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different ball game right now. The fact that we're doing crowdfunding campaigns and going straight to the fans, like it's this one-to-one reach, where you actually have access to like the people you're buying your books from. That's a whole different world. Before I would draw for a publisher. That publisher would put the stuff in the catalog. All the comic shops would order from that specific catalog. It's like it was a whole different ecosystem, a whole different way of doing everything. And I didn't have, I was selling, I was drawing the books to impress comic shop owners a little bit more than I was trying to uh, impress or listen to the fans as much. So that's something that I'm kind of happy about now. I'm actually really happy about it. It's like if I wanted to make a change to my own books, I can just do it because I know what the fans' opinions are because I'm talking with everybody all the time. It's like we're one to one on our chats and on our live streams and stuff like that. So it's cool to have that instant, you know, the opinion of the people that are actually buying your artwork, instead of kind of like secondhand knowledge. I feel like a little bit. Um, Not that one's better than the other. I mean, it's like I don't want to see comic shops go away, and I don't want to see comic shops being left out of the loop. But right now, it's a necessity, um, because right now I can't put my things in a catalog the way that I used to. It's like crowdfunding is actually what I have to do. So I'm just mentioning all these things because I have to look at the bright side. I have no choice. I don't want to look at the negative side of things if I can help it. But right now, it's like crowdfunding is kind of what we have to do to reach our audience and stuff. And there's a lot of comic shops that won't take a chance on a lot of independent books because they don't know if they're going to sell or not, which is a valid point. So I don't hold it against anybody. And we just keep on moving forward and doing the best we can. Hopefully, at the other end of all of this transition, this is like a weird transitionary period of time where so many things are changing in the way that comic book business is being conducted. So I'm hoping that we all meet each other on the other end of it, where it ends up being a win-win situation again, where I could do crowdfunding, but also comic shops are also benefiting and also doing well. You know what I mean? I want everybody to do well, dude. It's like this is a very cool industry to be a part of. So it's like I definitely don't want anybody to be no child left behind, is what I'm saying. Unhinged says, yes, this Sunday. Yep. I have yet to make the stream. Is Kat and Steve going to make it? Yeah, as far as I know, Kat and Steve are both going to be there, dude. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. There you go. Some person is sharing your link. Awesome. Thank you so much, dude. Very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that. That is awesome. Let's see. Platinum says, any updates on the secret project? I should have given you those thumbnails to look at by now. And because of the Kickstarter and just, doing all the artwork and preview work and some of the interior pages, because I don't have to get the whole book drawn, during the Kickstarter campaign. Basically, I get about like 5 to 10 pages kind of prepped into the story. And then I could start catching up with commissions, take a little bit of a breather and catch up with things. So the good news is and what I've been saying now for the past couple of weeks, but I haven't really been able to turn the tide yet, which is I should be able to have a much more normal schedule, which means half of my day is for commissions and half of my day is for book projects. So the update on the secret project, which is our project, is that hopefully, let's see, by the end of next week, sometime next week, I'm going to actually show you the thumbnails for those first 3 pages. So that way we can get the ball rolling. Because I've already, obviously I have the script. I want to be able to share this stuff with people, but it's kind of fun being secretive too. You know what I mean? So yeah, updates are coming soon. Thanks, dude. Let's see. It could be a super back burner. You're so busy. Well, working on different projects at the same time is what keeps me fresh. You know what I mean? Like nothing gets stale ever because I'm always switching back and forth between different projects. So, and the thumbnails shouldn't take me that long to do because they're literally gestures. They're just thumbnails. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting those so that way we can get that visual thing going. Genuine says, what is different in art approach when trying to impress comic book shop owners versus customers? I'm trying to, the difference is when I'm talking to fans, especially like right now in the chat, if we're on a live stream, if we're actually talking to people directly, like I hear your opinions and I hear like, oh, this was cool or that's not cool, or I can follow trends, or I can, this character, like they want to see more of this character, or they want, or they don't care for a character or whatever. Like I can change course real quick. When you're trying to impress only the comic shop owners, instead of listening to everybody's individual opinions, you're only listening to that one person's opinion. And they may or may not like your book the same way that your fans do. And their opinion is going to be a little bit different also, because they're trying to sell the book. They're trying to keep their shops alive. So their opinion might be skewed in a certain way where, maybe they're thinking about the business more than a fan who is only thinking about, oh, I'm picking up the book simply to enjoy it because I thought it was cool. And the comic shop owner is also adding onto that the perspective of somebody who's like, will this sell? Will it not sell? What are my bills this month? What's my overhead? How many shows do I have to do? There's a lot of other things for a comic shop owner to think about. And both people are correct. I mean, they're totally correct in having their opinions, but selling your idea and selling your book to one or the other is a little bit of a different ballgame because they have different priorities. K-pop, what's up? I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Sup? Gemini says, hey, K-pop, awesome. Glad you're hanging out with us. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Very cool. Platinum says, trends change. I still miss the con atmosphere for sure. And I still love going to shows. I mean, it's like, that's hopefully that will never change. Hopefully that's something that'll never change. Kevin says, secret project. You're doing a book with female Cobra characters taking on the female Joes. Let's see, trying to find books. Don't do it anymore. Yeah, I hear you. Cool. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, I totally agree. Platinum says, the world cries out for Giraffe Girl, the series. Hear us, oh mouse. See, and I don't think a lot of people would take a chance if they owned a comic shop, whether or not they would take a chance on Giraffe Girl. I don't know if they would or if they wouldn't. You know what I mean? So So yeah, it's not that it's like their opinions are wrong or like or anything like that. It's just that both groups of people, if you're talking about if you're talking about comic shop owners, and you're just talking to individual fans, they just have different priorities and they have different concerns. The comic shop owner has a lot more to be concerned about. If they take a chance on a bunch of books that don't sell and they sit on their shelves, then that's a problem. That creates a real problem for them. They have bills to pay and they need to make sure that the product moves. But if I'm only talking to the fans, and then of course, when I'm only talking to the fans, I'm talking to people already that are somewhat interested in the book because they're here. They're already, part of the show. They're already, whereas when you talk to the comic shop owner, they have no idea who's going to walk into their shop and possibly buy your book. They're at a disadvantage. They have to look into their crystal ball, and it's a little scary to do that because, like, your financial future depends on your decisions. So, much respect to anybody who runs a comic shop and, they're juggling and they're doing their best to basically predict what their clients, what their customers may or may not want to buy, because so much rides on it for them. It's just, as fans, I go into a comic shop And I'm just really casual about what books I pick up and what I collect and what I don't collect. What do I leave behind? And the things that I'm skipping over are like amazingly good things, right? That the things that should sell. But my financial future doesn't depend on which comic I buy or don't buy. It's like, so the comic shop owner has a lot of weight on their shoulders, making sure that their shop stays alive, because that's their whole livelihood. They're not just concerned with one purchase for fun. So I have a lot of empathy and a lot of I care a lot about people that are in that position, because that's a difficult position. It takes a lot of nerve to stake your monthly bills on your decisions, as it were. I gotta think. This one little shadow is bothering me. There we go. Now you know that. I gotta pick up that cap. Look, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. And I have to pick up the cap, or else this pen will dry up. I can't even play it off. Okay, there we go. I picked it up. We're good. What's funny is that removing the blue line, when you scan in the original page, I typically always scan in my pages like in black and white. It just takes up less memory, or it just goes faster because I'm usually scanning more than a couple of pages at a time or whatever. It was Cat Mouse that actually showed me how to scan it in color, so I can remove the blue line, so that way it doesn't disturb all of my gray shading and stuff. So I'm just like, all right. I had to wait until I had a daughter, and I have to wait until she turned 27 for me to learn how to do this little simple trick. You see what happens? There's always something to learn. Let's see. Ooh, forgot to do that little part. Let me do that little part. I need a different pen for that. Oh, let me catch up with the chat just for a second. Here we go. Let's see. Kevin says, I can imagine platinum. I can imagine. Is that a bad thing? All right. I'm catching up with you. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that link. Thank you, some person. Awesome. Awesome. Platinum says, this is dope. It's a very good thing. A good thing in the naughtiest ways, I'm sure. Oh, yes. Cool. Platinum says, Bob also reminds me of Slash from Guns N' Roses. Yeah, a little bit, right? If I made the hair more frizzy, I'll give him a guitar. He'd be playing them ballads. One track mind, much, Kevin. Let's see. Platinum says, our local comic shop turned to MTG and video game trader along with the comics. Magic the Gathering. Yes, absolutely. Actually, you know what? I've got a local comic shop here. I got a couple. One of them is really stuck with like having a really good selection of back issues and a good selection of manga and statues and really focusing on comics and what comes up new every week and everything. There's another comic shop locally that they added, like they have the new comics that come out every week. They have a small selection of back issues, and then the whole half of the store is for gaming. The whole that's really what keeps their customers coming in and staying in the store. Yeah, totally. Yeah, so I totally see that working because I've watched it. It totally works. It's a really cool place to hang out too. Everybody likes to just, even when they're not actually having games, they're not actually playing Magic or anything. They still come out to hang out because they got big tables and stuff like that. You can buy your books and just chill out there. The only thing it's missing is a coffee shop, dude. If I had a coffee shop, it'd be a done deal. You can hang out there all day. Let's see. Some person says, "What is Draft Girl's background?" We don't know. We're coming up with that on the fly, my friend. Like, she's on the cover. She's on the wraparound cover, and because she's on the wraparound cover, we basically made some comments about her, named her. So now she's Gigi, Giraffe Girl, short for Giraffe Girl. But we don't have a backstory on her yet. It's coming along. It's coming along. I think we're crowdsourcing her backstory. Platinum says, "What makes her tick? Her hopes, her dreams. She enjoys long walks on the beach and playing the guitar." One track is good, right? No distractions. That's right. Some person says, "I'll always think that bringing back spinner racks in grocery stores will make comics famous again." You know, they need to. They need to have something for basically, because think about when spinner racks were around. We were younger, so we were picking up books off of spinner racks because that's where they were. So they need to freaking bring in like a whole new generation of freaking teenagers and stuff, like picking up things on a spinner rack, books that don't survive very long, but still, I miss the spinner racks. It's like I miss magazines being everywhere, but the internet kind of. So I don't know how to rekindle that. Platinum says, "Does she like romance with human men?" We have to find out. We have to see. Unhinged. Let's see. Got to get some frog panels. Hit that like. Get that froggy. That's right. Committed Comics. Tom is here. Zoom out so we can see the whole page. You slacker. Let me see. I think this is as high as I can get. Let me see here. That's almost the whole page. Here, I'll hold it up so it's more. No, that's worse because now it takes up the whole thing. Yes. I got almost the whole page. Oh, but I'm drawing like these panels up here, so I'll zoom up on the panels. Let's see. Platinum says, or remind people like me when comics on those spinners were 50 cents. See, that's the thing, man. It's like you gotta be able to print on newsprint again. I'm looking at you, Pete Cimetti. Peter Cimetti is actually crowdfunding his own printing stuff, his own printing press, where he's going to be doing small print runs of comics and things on newsprint, on legit newsprint. So I really want to see where that goes. I wish him much success on that because I want that to be an option constantly. That needs to be an option that doesn't go away. So please go to Peter Cimetti's either YouTube channel or I think you can see him on. I think he's got an X. I think he's got a thing on there. You look him up. Got a Google. You got the Google. I don't have the links right in front of me, so I kind of feel bad about that. But I mentioned it, so you guys can go look it up. His channel is at the very bottom of my YouTube page. You can see his channel is highlighted down there, so you can go to his channel and see what's going on. Let's see. Tom says, "Who is joining us for the Nira X giveaway live stream tomorrow?" All right, so it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on the Red Valkyrie channel. I'm saying that for everybody else. I know that you know, Tom, and you and I are going to be there. Kat's going to be there, and we'll do the giveaway. I actually have to cut and paste because Sai did have a bunch of different things that you had said was going to be part of the giveaway. There's like a thing. I'll cut and paste it and send it to you right after I hop off the stream tonight. So that way you see what's going on. So, and then I'm going to send you the because he's not connected to you because he messages me on X. I don't know that he messages or does anything on Facebook, and I know that you're on Facebook. So I'll send you the invite link and that stuff. So I gotta cut and paste and send you some things tomorrow anyway. So it's gonna be you, me, and Kat. You'll be doing all the giveaway stuff. I'll have the original artwork that's for the giveaway. I'll have that handy. And then after we do the giveaway, and we talk about Nira for a little bit. Then the other part of the show is all about basically promoting the Zen Kickstarter that's going on right now for this month. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 show, but both of them are promoting Nira. It's amazing. Nira's everywhere. Let's see. Platinum says, "I think it's obvious that she needs to be a thing, Mr. Mouse." Yeah, I think Giraffe Girl is turning into a thing. Genuine says, "Is Gigi the one without a nose?" Yes, she's over here. She's right there in the corner. You know what? Let me run over here and get the original artwork where she's on the cover. Because if you see her on the cover, you see her a little bit better on the cover. And then if you go to the campaign page, that's actually the image that I use. That's the image that I use for the cover art for the top of the page, and you'll see her in full color. You'll see that she has giraffe colors. Let's see, there she is. Hey, look, there's Black Hole Bob again. So there's Giraffe Girl right there. Yeah, if you go to the campaign page, you'll see her in full color. So yeah, Gigi has become a thing. We're putting her life together as a group. Let's see, Kevin says the closest comic shop to me has comics and games, and bought the pizza pasta place next door. Oh, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you have a pizza place right next door, that is a win. That is a win. That turns into an afternoon right there. Platinum says, just like the little tinies and bananas and duct tape. Yep. We have themes that we like. This is no doubt. Let's see, Kevin says Gigi is related to Zen from one of his secret encounters. It explains the lack of a nose. Some person says they still have those bubble toys in grocery stores. Yeah, that's true. There's hope. Maybe a book vending machine with flashy lights and music. Dude, I've seen those. I mean, I haven't been to Japan, but I've seen pictures of vending machines in Japan that are kind of like that, and they dispense manga. They dispense comics. Dude, we could use that here. That would be awesome. See, Platinum says, I remember what Ken's idea was, and it was an Android cyber angel called Angel 69. Ooh. We might have to earmark that. Let's see, Committed says, Tom says, let's see, Philbo is printing on newsprint as well, and I'm getting that information as well. You know, I was a little bit, I didn't know how he was working things out. I was confused. Like, I don't know what his, I don't know. It's like, are you printing your book? I know that you're not starting anything with Philip as far as the Nira X books. You're going to do the other two titles. But I didn't know if essentially you're printing and sending. I mean, he's functioning as a distributor, right? So you're printing and sending to him, and then he's sending to different comic shops, right? Like a distributor. Or the way you're saying this, Philbo, you're saying Philbo is printing on newsprint as well. So is he also printing? Is he doing some printing as well? I might have to have a full conversation with you about just what the ABCs are of how it's all run. But we'll get to that. It's all good. Let's see. Some person says Gigi was just starting her temp job when the wall exploded, and in came Zen fighting Black Hole Bob with a sword stuck in his arm. See, we're building a backstory. We will build her. She'll be faster, stronger than she was before. Kevin says the fun stuff always happens when I'm at work. Some person says, I'm guessing Gigi will fit whatever hole that needs filling in the Zen verse. Oh my god. Gigi is an intergalactic lingerie model who accidentally gets transported to a future Earth and must model to live in a world that depends on lingerie. Or something like that. It's close enough. It's good. It's good. We're building a little bit at a time. It's okay. We can start with all the legends of Gigi first, and then we'll see what actually sticks. Hey man, if she gets bigger than Squirrel Girl, then we got ourselves something. That's what I'm talking about. Platinum says, then you could sell lots more Zen for her first appearance. This is true. This would technically be, well, not technically, this is her first appearance. And we're all building her up. Tom says, you confused? Not a surprise. That's only because you know me well. I don't deal with the hard stuff. I pull the stories out of my brain. That's what I do. I'm just here to put the stories on the paper. Platinum says, he's tired, Tom. Give him a break. He slaves away so that he and Kat can have pizza. You know, this is true. This is true. He speaks the truth. Tom says he's just a distributor. He also prints his own books and has a newsprint option. Okay. So he's just printing like his own books, like in newsprint or whatever. Okay, I get it. Just a distributor. Let's see. The stuff we are putting in his online catalog is existing items. That's good. Yeah. That's good. He's like take it for a test run. See what happens. Like I don't know how difficult. I know how difficult it is to fulfill like a single Kickstarter. I don't know how difficult it would be to actually organize and ship comics to like 1,000 comic shops from like 100 different publishers. You know what I mean? It's like, more power to him. If he can get it done, then more power to him. But it just seems like a lot. So I'm glad you're taking it for a test run. Let's just see what happens. I see. Platinum says Nira falls in love with Gigi. Maybe she loves giraffes. Nira needs to model some of this. Be still, my heart. The lingerie stuff. Yes. She needs to model some lingerie stuff. Let's see. Platinum says picture Nira in black walking around Gigi in a dog collar and lingerie. I gotta find some wah-wah music. I gotta find some different music for the background for all of this. Sorry, I was somewhere else. All right, I'll do a little bit more on this piece, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. Only just because I'm getting a little bit tired. I got to get some sleep so we can go at it again tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, this was the piece that I kept on forgetting to get back over here. But we're having fun, so. And that's most of the reason that we do our live streams, so we can hang out and have fun. So still mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying? This is what I have to do. I got to do the little reflections in this guy's cyber arm. Oh, get a little bit closer over here. Can't even see what I'm doing, man. There we go. I got this. Got this dude over here getting the business. He's getting the business, yo. have to do a couple of little white highlights so we can kind of separate the old cyber bits from the old cyber bits. It's a cyber rule. Like this is specifically like I always anytime I do like little textures like this, I always think about like Colossus. All right, we'll do just a couple of them here, so that way. A little highlight here. There we go. I got quiet there because I keeping a little steady hand, digging into the black ink there. There you go. You know, nice little highlights on his arm. Nice little things. And check out this guy's face. I gotta mess him up just a little bit more though. You like that I put the Band-Aid on his freaking forehead already? There we go. Let me put this right here. Okay. Let me catch up with the chat before we call it an evening tonight. I should have called this episode like the Midnight Mouse. I didn't realize we were going to keep on going till midnight, just having some fun, chilling out. See, Kevin says, "Damn, man, where is your brain?" That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, dude. So I'm saying it's a boom, chicka, wow, wow. Some person says Gigi was just an ordinary pizza shop owner. Gigi's Pizza until one day. Oh yeah, what if she was like delivering pizza? Maybe is that the thing she does? That'd be funny. That's why Nero would like her right off the bat. It's like a connection to pizza. Platinum says, I think out loud too much, but it's Bill's fault. He's the enabler. Colossus, the Corbin Project, or the Russian guy. Let's see, she got stuck in a comic radiation oven with pizza, gaining pizza-like powers. I do enjoy brainstorming new characters and new ideas. If nothing else, that scene will be a commission. Ooh. Yeah, earmark that for later, because that would be fun. Please remind me, because that would be super cool. Let's see, Kevin says, Platinum, you have no idea how Bill enables. He's always inspiring me. Just ask him. It's true. Some person says, most of my ideas are brain farts. If I don't express them, my brain implodes. This is true. See, it's a safety thing. We're just trying to keep people safe. Trying to keep people healthy. Make sure these brain farts get out where they're supposed to be. Kevin says, delivering pizza. Is she a future version of Fry? Oh my gosh, right? So Gigi is tasty? That's her power. She's tasty. Well, guys, I think I am going to be taking a break. Here we go. This is as far as we got with this page for tonight, which is good. It's good. We actually did pretty good. Got some good progress. Tomorrow's going to be a very, very full day. We've got our normal live stream show that's going to be on at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be our jam session. I think we've already kind of like pre-chosen that we're going to be doing a Giganta 2-page spread. So we're going to be doing that piece, and it might take up the whole episode because that's going to be a big piece, and we might actually put in that we're putting in at least one extra character in the piece. We'll see if anything else ends up in there, but it's going to be Giganta because she's been requested now for like 2, maybe 3 weeks in a row. So we want to make sure that we do that. I might sign on a couple minutes early because we're still working on Christopher Bouchard's Savage Rogue piece. So I may work on that for a few minutes. That might be a good little warm-up. Night Phoenix says she got bit by a radioactive giraffe. We have to draw this story, by the way. It's getting too good. Now, before the some person says gaining impressive tree eating skills. Platinum says, good night, folks. Look for a little tiny Gigi on an artwork coming soon to you. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, you have a good night, dude. We're actually going to shut down right now anyway. So we're all going to say good night here in just a second. I just want to remind everybody that we do have a live stream tomorrow with some giveaways from the Nera X Dark Seas #3 issue. Tom's going to be there with me, along with Cat Mouse. It'll be on the Red Valkyrie channel, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. I will be posting the link and stuff on my Facebook and socials and stuff in the afternoon at some point. And then right after that, right after we do the giveaways, we'll be talking about the ZEN Bounty Wars Kickstarter that's going on now. It's going to be going on all month. But if you haven't backed it yet, we could certainly use your support to help us back it, make sure that we can reach all of our stretch goals and make sure that this issue is the best that it could be. I got some like cool sticker. There's a cool sticker set, a print set. There's some things on there, and there's original artwork on the campaign itself as add-ons. If you go down the story section, you'll see what the original artwork looks like. And I'm adding new artwork as the month goes on, some interior pages and things. So the tier that we had that contained all of the cover artwork that actually sold a little less than 2 hours into the launch. So that one's already gone. But the original interior pages are going to be available, and we'll try to make sure that we upload as many of those so that way you have a choice of what you would like to get. I'll catch up with the chat just 2 more seconds, and then we're going to call it a night, my guys. Kevin says, let's see, a gigantic spread. Who's bringing the super shaver? Tom says, good night in a second. Giveaway original art pages. That's right. 7 o'clock tomorrow, Red Valkyrie at this link. That's the channel. I'm sure that there'll be but anyways, if you're on their YouTube page at 7, you'll see that it's the only thing that's running live. So you'll definitely be able to find us. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me and spending some time. I appreciate you guys. And, we'll see you tomorrow. We're actually going to do a lot of things tomorrow. You guys have a good night. And, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.
Good night, Seattle.